Hello, my name is Salem Asli, and I'm a professor of Boxe française Savate. Welcome into my video series about the French foot fighting. I feel that my tips are going to greatly improve your martial arts abilities. More you're going to practice it, and more you're going to enjoy it. Work hard every day, and I wish you the best luck. Thank you.
Savate fundamental, stances and guards. The respect is due before and after each class, before and after each sparring. Bring the right hand to the left chest, then extend the right arm. Then take your stances. Right guard. Left guard position. Front leg flat. The rear leg with the heel a little bit up for better mobility. The distance between the 2 feet is the distance of walking. Right stance position. Same guard, but 2 boxers in same guard, 2 boxers in unmatched stance. The right hand cover the face, the left hand forward. 2 boxers, I said, in unmatched stance when they are in opposite guard. The footwork, move forward, move back. Bring the rear leg forward first, then move the front leg first. Move to the left. Move to the right. You move the leg of the stance you're going to go first, followed by the other leg then. To the left, to the right. Shuffle to the left. Move forward, move back with a partner, like a mirror game. One side is moving, the other side is following. The offensive footwork, the front leg move first, the rear leg follow. Always by sweeping. Never jumping like that, always dragging the foot on the floor. While offensive movement, always move the front leg first. Offensive footwork, front leg first, rear leg follow. To the left, to the right. Always keep the hands up. Savate targets and foot positions. For the hand, the target is the anterior side of the face, the side of the face, the back of the head is forbidden. You can hit on the front of the body, on the side of the body. The back is forbidden. For the feet, while in kicking range, both sides of the leg, the side of the body, the front of the body, the front of the face, and the side of the face. The back of the head, the neck, and the back is forbidden. The legs, everywhere you want, the front, the back, the sides of the legs, everywhere you want. The side of the body, rib cages, authorized. The front of the body, authorized. The triangle, genital triangle, strictly forbidden. Only for street fighting. For the round kick, you use the point of the shoe for stabbing. The leg and the foot in total extension, striking with the point of the shoe. The lever in the anterior side of the body could be the stomach, the liver, or the solar plexus. For the side kick, the heel of the shoe is used, with the leg in total extension, except for the foot, as we kick with the heel. This is the correct position while striking. For the coup de pied bas, the front low kick, we use the inside edge of the shoe. We strike with the inside edge of the shoe. For the coup de pied bas, the low line, see, we go right kick into the muscle of the leg. The leg striking is complete extension, the shoe in total extension. For the reverse kick, the lateral reverse kick, the flat part of the shoe, the sole is used for striking. So here, in this motion, we slap, literally, the face with the flat part of the shoe. And this is good for all the lateral reverse kick. For the frontal reverse kick, you have to use the outside edge of the shoe. The outside edge of the shoe, striking the leg in complete extension as well as the foot, and we strike with the outside edge of the shoe. Savate fundamental kicking techniques. We're going to see right now the coup de pied bas. So the coup de pied bas is a kick which can be delivered with the rear leg or the front leg, with a complete extension of the leg and the foot, and we strike with the inside edge of the shoe. Here I'm showing you the new form with both hands in protection. We drag the rear leg on the floor and we liberate the energy while right now to strike. So we drag the foot until we reach the support leg, and then we liberate the energy. This is the all form, and striking with the inside edge of the shoe. In a pendulum movement, like a balancé. It's a balancé movement. The old-fashioned form with both hands dangling on the side is not used anymore, for a reason that you easily imagine. Now we do the same thing with both hands in protection. See, in same stance position, left to left, the coup de pied bas is going to strike the muscle of the leg. Both boxers are in the same stances. Now in opposite stances, the coup de pied bas is going to strike the shin bone, which makes the coup de pied bas extremely efficient right here. That's why while practicing you have to be extremely careful, because it's very, very painful. So the coup de pied bas has the advantage to be very fast, very tricky because it's a low line, and also with the extension you can almost reach the rear leg, the support leg. Very efficient against the jab, and with both hands covered to avoid the round kick to the face with the front leg of your opponent. Now we're going to see the coup de pied bas with the front leg. The coup de pied bas with the front leg is also a kick delivered for sweeping your partner when he got too much weight on the front leg. So for the coup de pied bas as well as the front leg or the rear leg, we have to have the whole body solidaire, like one block, and push the hip forward. The leg striking being straight. The support leg slightly bent to have a better balance, and both hands still cover the face. We can also moving forward a little bit the support leg before striking with the front leg. This technique is efficient. Even if we miss the sweep, striking inside of the shin will be hurt your opponent. Now we're going to see the chassé bas. The chassé bas is a kick can be delivered with the front leg or the rear leg with the heel of the shoe. This is the hold form. Knee up, very important. Bend the foot before striking and we strike with the heel. Bring the knee up, very important, and come back to your stance. It's like the motion is like the motion of a piston of a car. We're going to chamber first the knee up, almost reaching the opposite shoulder, here on the new form, and then striking with the heel and come back to your stance. Knee up, striking, and come back to your position. It's very important to bend the support leg while striking in low line with any kicks. You bounce on your opponent's leg. Knee up, presentation of your hip, knee up, striking with the heel, the rear hand for balance, knee up again and come back to your stance. Presentation of your hip, knee up, striking, bend the support leg and bring the knee up again, go back to your stance, hands up. In action. Always bend the support leg. Give you a better balance, longest range, avoid to get punched, get right out of the way of your opponent and be able to strike his legs. Hold form again, striking, knee up, go back to your position. New form, both hands in protection. The form of the kick is the same. Bring the knee up first, extremely important. Now we're going to see with the partner practical. Hold form, knee up, facing your partner, looking up, striking with the heel to the upper tight of his leg, go back to his position. New form, both hands in protection, same thing. Striking with the heel, bring the knee up and go back to your stance. Now in motion, both partner. Very good exercise here for precision. Now you bounce, you don't push, but you bounce because you don't want to move to fall on your front leg after striking to avoid to get kicked yourself after your motion. You bounce and you go back to your position, you see? Extremely important. Knee up, bring to your position. Next one is going to be the chassé médian with the rear leg. The principle is the same, except that this time the support leg has to be straight at all time. Presentation of your hip, knee up, support leg straight, extension of the striking leg with the heel, go back to the position and get to your stance. Knee up. The knee up is very important, that's where your power is going to come from here. By bouncing and using the motion of the piston of a car. Chassé could be also translated by pushing away, but the motion is not pushing. It's like using a hammer and hitting and go back. Knee up, extension, bring the knee up and come back. As you can see, the hold form can give you a better range. You can also extend your legs much more by using the hold form, but the new form has the advantage to present both hands in protection. New form, hold form, with the rear hands in extension. Here's the new form. But what's important here is not necessarily the hand, but it's to have the knee up, the support leg straight, and striking with the heel, and bouncing instead of pushing. So don't spend too much time on the hands right now, but concentrate more on the motion of your legs. presentation of your hip, knee up, extension, strike with the heel, bring the knee up, and go back to your position. Now we're going to see practical with a partner. You're going to let you striking, and you're going to work your control too. Parade bloqué with both hands on the front, protection with both arms. The medium chassé could be to the stomach, but also to the solar plexus. Always think about the support leg straight when you strike for medium and high line. Now we're going to see the high line. Chassé haut with rear leg. Principle is the same as the medium chassé, except a little bit higher. Again, who can do more, can do less. Not necessary to use the high line for being a good savateur, but who can kick high, can kick low. But for the street and for self-defense, low lines, in my opinion, are more efficient. Knee up, extend the leg, striking with the heel, go back to the position knee up, and get back to your stance. Support leg, as you notice, stays straight. Here, all new stance with both hands in protection. You see the movement of bouncing, avoid me to fall on my front leg. If I use my rear leg, I'm going to strike with my rear leg. I'm going to come back with my leg back. If I use my front leg, I go back with my leg on the front. If I use my rear leg, I want to go back with my leg on the back. Now we're going to see practical with the partner. High line. It's very important here to have the knee up before striking. It will give you the advantage to chamber the knee up and strike maybe low and give your opponent the idea that you're going to kick him high, but you may kick his leg and he's going to parry high and receive a kick low. Here we see in slow motion. See, this one, for example, was not high enough. It is very important to try to bring your knee up before striking a chassé. Better here. Tony is voluntarily executing some chassé with the knee not high enough, and you can see the reach is not proper. Better here. The knee up is going to give you more power and better balance. Now we're going to see the low fouetté, the fouetté bar with the rear leg. So fouetté means whip. Knee up, the leg in extension against the upper thigh, and striking low line with the point of the shoe in extension. The knee facing the center line, facing your opponent. So you chamber your knee up to the face and then striking low. The sabateur snap and rechamber his kicks rapidly in order to strike many times from different angles. Chamber high and kicking low. Here we use the point of the shoe on the instep of the shoe. Both are legal for the ring. Now we're going to see the same kick, médian, fouetté médian with rear leg. Same principle, knee up, the leg against the upper thigh, extend the leg with the point of the shoe and go back to your position. Chamber, strike, chamber again, Go back to your position. Chamber, strike with the point of the shoe, chamber. Here the power will come by striking with your shoe and the snap of your kick. Here the shoe is going to do the job. But the chamber is extremely important. If there is no chamber, you're going to have less power. New form, both hands protection, knee facing the target, extending the leg, and the shoe is going to go straight to the target. If your knee don't face the target, you're going to miss the target with your shoe, and the efficiency is off. Here is some parade. Parade in opposition. Parade in protection. Parade in opposition. You try to catch the point of the shoe inside of your glove. Now we're going to see the high fouetté with rear leg. Same principle, the knee high facing the target, the point of the shoe is going to strike either with the temple, the inside of the face, the nose, or the mouth, according if it's for street or for the ring. Same principle, a whip motion, chamber the kick, the knee facing the target, and rearm rapidly in order to strike many times. So the old form, as you see, can give you a longest range. The new form being a little bit shorter, but having the advantage of having both hands in protection. So you see the point of the shoe striking the temple. You don't need to kick too hard. In reality, a point of the shoe, a quarter power to the point of the shoe to the temple can provoke and give a knockout. That's why it's very important to have a good hands up at all time, before, during, and after kicking. Good parry from Tony. So you have different parry here that we're going to see in slow motion. Parade bloquée, the glove covering the face. Parade in opposition with the opposite hand. Parade bloquée. Now we're going to see the high lateral reverse kick, which is called reverse latéral groupé. Groupé because we're going to take the position of the chassé almost, and then we're going to strike. Groupé because groupé is bringing the legs, the thigh and the foot together before striking, and the knee almost to the opposite shoulder. The same preparation as the chassé, the knee up before striking. It's almost like a fouetté in the opposite way. And this time we're going to hit with the flat part of the shoe and slapping the face of whatever is the level with the flat part of the shoe, the sole. Also in a whip movement. As you see again, in a high line, I keep my support leg straight for having a better balance. Preparation of the hip, presentation of the hip, knee up and slapping the face with the flat part of the shoe. Parade bloquée with a glove or escape. Always trying to escape the high kick to the face. Any kicks to the face, trying always to avoid the kicks if you can. If you can avoid even to parry the kick, you try to do it, escaping by retraction of the upper body or just the face. But still cover the face even when you retract. Now we're going to see the straight lateral reverse kick. Revers latéral tendu with a stiff leg. Presentation of your hip. Straight kick with the whole leg straight. The leg and the foot in total extension. We're going to slap the face in a high level with the flat part of the shoe again. But this time there is no groupé, no knee up. We're going to just extend the whole leg and hit with the sole. It's called revers tendu, slapping the face with the sword. Again, you can parade bloquer or escape. The hip always is very important. You're going to use your hip when you strike. Now we're going to see the frontal reverse kick. Le revers frontal. Revers frontal is more like here, like we call a crescent kick. But we're going to use the shoe again for striking. The outside edge of the shoe, like to cut in a circular motion. For this kick there is no all forms, there is only both hands in protection, for the only reason that he has been incorporated into Savate only 2 or 3 years ago. While delivering this kick, in eye line the support leg is straight and the hips facing the opponent this time. It's not a lateral kick like the reverse kick we saw previously, but it's a frontal kick, so the hip faces the opponent. Now we're going to see the low chassé with the front leg, le chassé bas de la jambe avant. Knee up, striking with the heel, knee up again, and go back with the position front leg. The chassé here is the same as the one we saw previously, except that there is no rotation of the hips, so no presentation of the hip. Just knee up, striking with the heel, go back knee up, get back into your stance. Same thing, when you strike low line, you bend the support leg. When you strike medium and high line, you will have to keep your support leg straight. While executing exercise with partner, always facing either way the face of the solar plexus, the area of the solar plexus. Never look in low line when you're going to strike in low line. Otherwise you're going to tell him what you're going to do. So it's called telegraph your motion, your actions. If you want to strike low, you're going to look high, telling him that you're going to striking high, and then faking him by kicking low. We're going to see the medium chassé with the front leg, le chassé médian de la jambe avant. Same thing, knee up, extension of the shoe, striking with the heel, knee up, go back to your stance. This time, as you notice, as I said before, the support leg stays straight at all time. New form, all form, new form again. It is very important again to keep your hands up at all time. You can afford to drop your hands because you cannot afford to receive the shoe to your face. With or without shoe, you don't want to get kicked anyway, so you have to kick and having your hands up before, during and after your kicks or any motions. Now we're going to see the high chassé with the front leg, le chassé haut de la jambe avant. Same thing as what we saw previously, except that it's a little bit higher, and I still keep my support leg straight, and especially for the high line. It is very, very good to practice all of those kicks on the front of a mirror, in what we call analytic form, step by step. Like here 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You practice the same thing in a mirror to get a good form. Then you're going to work your precision, then power and speed is going to come later. Now we're going to see the frontal chassé. This kick has been allowed by the French Federation about 2 years ago. Knee up, hit with the heel, frontal chassé. This time the hips face the opponent. the opposite of the lateral chassé as we saw before. When we get in a lateral position, this time we're in a frontal position. It's like opening a door with your foot. Knee up and kicking low. Always bring the knee up to the chest, your opponent inspecting a high line kick, and then up, hitting right to the knee or to the thigh. And you don't have to try to strike the knee. The thigh will be very, very good target. Very good. And by practicing those kicks a little bit every day, you're going to be better and better. It's just a matter of time. Everybody can do it, especially the low line kicks. Keep practicing. Knee up, médian, frontal chassé médian. Same thing, except that this time my leg, support leg is totally straight. High line too. For the low line chassé frontal, frontal chassé, in the low line, the support leg is slightly bent. Slightly bent. Deflect the kick. Parade bloqué with both forearms. Deflect in the outside. Parade bloqué. You see, always pointing the knee up and the shoe to the face before striking low. Now we're going to see the low fouetté with the front leg, le fouetté bas de la jambe avant. Knee up, point of the shoe in extension with the leg in extension. Chamber, striking, chamber again, and go back to your stance. Deliver fouetté with the front leg is like giving a jab for a boxer. The fouetté can be compared exactly to the jab for a boxer. So here's the fouetté inside of the leg, pretty painful. Here with the point of the shoe inside of the leg or to the knee. Now we're going to see the medium fouetté with the front leg, le fouetté médian de la jambe avant. Knee up, striking with the point of the shoe and the leg in extension, go back to your stance. This time the support leg is straight. See the whip motion. Now the point of the shoe is going to strike either with the stomach, the liver, the solar plexus, the rib cage, or the kidneys. For the straight, knee up, facing the target, the point of the shoe is going to go right to the target if your knee was facing the right target. Paradino position with the point of the shoe inside of your glove, open hand, or you close your hand and you just strike the kicks coming. Paradino position again, scooping the leg. See the knee pointing the target first before striking. Now we're going to see the high fouetté with the front leg. Le fouetté haut de la jambe avant. Knee up, leg in extension, rearm, go back to your stance. Same thing again, with the support leg straight and not bend like the low fouetté. Only when you strike low that you bend the support leg. When you kick median and you kick high, remember, always keep the support leg high, straight, for better balance, better precision. Here the fouetté to the face is going to strike the temple, the inside of the face. With the point of the shoe always, or the instep of the shoe. But the point of the shoe will make more damage. That's why you have to always keep your hands up at all time. Now we're going to see the lateral reverse kick with the front leg. Le revers groupé de la jambe avant. Knee up, slap with the sole, go back to the front leg. Knee up, slap with the front leg, chamber and go back to your stance. You see, always keeping the support leg straight at all time, and you're going to slap with the sole your opponent's face or the rib cage or the knee according to the level of your kicks. The next one is going to be the straight reverse kick with the front leg, le revers tendu de la jambe avant. It's a lateral reverse kick with the front leg. You strike with the flat part of the shoe with the total leg in extension. It's a movement of pendulum or balancé from the inside to the outside. It's a kick we can reach from very far. If you really extend your leg to the maximum, you can reach from very far and be aware of the hands, but still keeping your hands up at all time. Parade bloquée, the gloves covering the area is going to be striken. The next one is going to be the frontal reverse kick with the front leg, le revers frontal de la jambe avant. Now we're going to hit with the outside edge of the shoe with the total legs in extension, but this time the hips face the opponent again. Same kick as the frontal reverse kick with the rear leg, except that this time we strike with the front leg and we face the opponent. The hips are facing the opponent. Keep the hands up and the support leg straight for the eye lines. This kick is probably the only one efficient in eye lines only. Could be good also in medium line, but eye line probably the best to try to drop your opponent's hands before giving him a fouetté, for example. Like right here, after putting his hands down, striking with the point of the shoe in a round kick motion. See, always keep the support leg straight and cover the face at all time. Practicing with a partner. Now we're going to see the fundamental punching techniques. We're going to start with the lead hand jab, which we call in France le direct du bras avant. Complete extension of the left hand and twisting the fingers down. The right hand covering the face, in total extension of the left hand. In boxe française Savate, we mostly push with on the front leg while delivering the punch to be able to strike rapidly with the fouetté. In English boxing, we may have a tendency to have the weight on the front leg. The direct of boxe française will have the weight on the rear leg. But in Savate, in boxe française Savate, we can use both. We can either way punch with the weight on the front leg, have 50-50 of the weight in both legs, or most of the weight in the rear leg. It's up to you. It's dependent on the condition of the situation, the position of your partner, the way you're going to punch, the timing. Could be pushing on your front leg or pushing on your rear leg. Here I demonstrate only by pushing on the front leg in order to deliver a fouetté with the front leg. So when you deliver the jab, you skip in, fast, jab, retraction, quick retraction, and quickly come back to your position. And remember, every time you jab, the opposite hand must cover your face at all time. If you strike with the left hand, the right hand covering your face. If you strike with the right hand, the left hand must cover your face. Notice that when the savateur moves, they always keep the same stance. Pretty much just keeping the same stance and not walking. but keep the same gap and keep the same stance. Showing you here how I push on the front leg before delivering the jab. Again, this is for deliver the fouetté. If you're going to deliver a kick with the rear leg, you're going to put the weight on the front leg. Now we're going to see the cross, what we call in France the direct du bras arrière. The cross. This time you have transfer of the weight on the front leg. Most of your weight now is on the front leg. When you strike with the right hand, the left hand must cover your face. Every time you must feel one of the gloves touching your face. This is telling you that you're well covered. Complete extension, the weight on the front leg, and rapidly go back to your stance. With a complete extension of your right arm. Now we're going to see the hook with the front of the rear hand, le crochet avant ou arrière. While deliver the hook, you're not going to use only the hand, but the whole body must twist with the arm, like one block. Hands up, you have to twist the hip in order to get more power, instead of just swinging the arm and not having any effect. You have to twist on the ball of your foot, twist on your hip, the shoulder and the arm, everything solid there in one block in order to get more power. Front hand, rear hand. Again, when you strike with the right hand, the left hand covers the face, and if you strike with the right hand, the left hand covers the face. Hook to the body, protection with the elbows or the arm, to the face, protection with the glove. The hook could be delivered to the side of the face, to the rib cage, to the stomach, to the anterior side of the body. Now we're going to see the uppercut with the front or rear hand, l'uppercut du bras arrière ou du bras avant. Rear uppercut. The elbow stick against the shoulder, use the whole body, use your legs as a support, like springs, in order to get more power. Not just swinging the arm, but the whole body must be in your arm. The whole power comes from your legs, inside of your arms to your fist, to get more power. Uppercut with the rear hand. Paradigm protection, power with the rear hand or the front hand, with the open glove, or to the front or rear forearm. Now we're going to see a punch from Savate. It's called the swing, front or rear hand, swing bras avant ou arrière. Striking with the knuckles in a pendulum movement de balancé, with the front hand or the rear hand. Front hand, twisting. Again, you have to twist the hip and the whole upper body in order to get more power. Swing to the body, swing to the face. Target is going to be the lateral side of the face, the inside or the outside lateral side of the body. Protection with the glove to the face, or protection with the arm and the elbows for the body. Now we're going to see some fundamental defensive techniques against the kicks. For the coup de pied bas, we strike with the inside abso-dessous, parade by raising the leg. The leg is going to be striken. We leave it up. We move it on the side. or we can switch on a place. Here we're going to see it again. You raise the leg, we take off one of the support. We took away one of the support. It's an evasion. Evasion of the left leg and switch on a place. We always try to stay on a place just by moving the support but not running away in order to be able to counterattack very quickly. If you run away, you have to make it up and it takes too much time to counter. So you have to try to parry on a place to counter. Here we're going to see some parade with the gloves. Parade in opposition. Right here. Parade bloqué. Block parry with the arm. Block with the arms, not with your ribs. Parade with the glove. Parade in opposition. Parade bloqué or parade in protection. To the face, you parade with the glove, not with your nose. Very important. I show you here in motion some parade of the coup de pied bas. Parade on the place against the low chassé. We switch lead on the place to avoid the heel to the upper thigh. Parade in protection. Parade in opposition. Parade by evasion. We escape, literally the kick. Parade in protection. Parade bloqué. Escaping or evasion. Protection with the glove. Protection with the glove. Again, you parry with the glove, not with the noise. You have to keep your hands up at all time. So if your partner kick low, keep your hands up. Raise the leg, escape on a place, but don't drop your glove to the legs to protect your knee. Again, chassé, parade bloquée. Now we're going to see some fundamental defensive techniques against punches. Against the jab, we catch. We escape. Escape lateral. Escape lateral inside. Escaping. Parade. Parry. Cover. Protection with the forehand. Lateral escape. Protection. Parry again. Cover with the front arm. Parry. Protection. Catch. Lateral escape to the outside. Catch. Parry. Parry. Against the hook. Parade in protection with the glove. Use the glove against the face like you salute. To the body with the right arm or the elbow. Protection. Against the swing, the same thing. Parade bloqué with the glove. Covering your face. Against the hook. Parade bloqué. Parry. Catch. Lateral escape. Protection. Catch. Low line, jab cross. Parade in protection with the elbows. Same for the uppercuts to the body. You can deflect your opponent's jabs or cross with your elbows. So, while kicking, you can have your hands more relaxed. As you can see, as soon as we have to punch, your guard must be more tight. You have to cover more area. The face, rib cage, liver and stomach. You see? While kicking, you can afford to have your hands more relaxed and to have a different position attitude for hands. These have to be more tight. Now we're going to see some of the equipment we use in Savate. Pretty much the same as many styles actually for kicking. Focus glove, Thai pads. Okay, here's the classic combination. Fouetté followed by chassé. Giving a fouetté to the focus glove and a chassé to the Thai pad. One fouetté, one chassé. Point of the shoe, heel. Point of the shoe, heel. Same thing, point of the shoe followed by chassé with the heel. See knee up in order to have balance. Combination low fouetté followed by jab cross. Low fouetté with the shoe followed by jab cross. The low fouetté again can be delivered with the point of the shoe to the instep of the shoe. The glove, very important for training in Savate, and if you want to enjoy it, that's the first things you must acquire. The acquisition of a pair of gloves is very important for enjoying the art. You can use them like focus glove. Your partner is giving you different targets, and you have to use the precision, and as soon as he presents you a target, you have to strike according to the position of the glove, if it's frontal or if it's on the side. Low fouetté, front leg, front chassé low line, fouetté front leg, low fouetté rear leg, low chassé front leg, fouetté médian to the rib cage, the glove covering the area, front chassé médian with the heel, fouetté médian with the point of the shoe, again with the front leg, front chassé with the heel. Now I let you find the names. Now you're going to be familiar with the name. Spinning reverse kick, lateral. So you notice every time I strike median and high, I keep my support leg straight. But when I'm kicking low, I bend the support leg. While spinning, always watching the target first, before striking. So this is an exercise we do very often. After warm-up, we just put the gloves on and we do like the mirror. One side is giving a kick, the other side has to copy the same kick and protect with the glove. High lines, fouetté, rear leg, lateral reverse kick, fouetté front leg or rear leg, fouetté front leg, lateral reverse kick, frontal reverse kick, the frontal reverse kick with the outside edge of the shoe, fouetté with the point of the shoe, lateral reverse kick with the flat part of the shoe. So as you can see in Savate, we have a lot of low-line kicks, medium kicks and high kicks. So everybody is able to enjoy the art. No matter your level of flexibility, everybody can enjoy it and be efficient. All combinations that you're going to see on the next tapes can be delivered in high, medium or low line, or all together. Here's some work with the bag. So as you kick with the point of the shoe, you cannot kick too hard on the bag unless you are well protected with the shoe. Low chassé with the heel, point of the shoe followed by chassé, front chassé, side chassé, chassé médian, front chassé followed by fouetté, As you see, the savateur snaps and rechamber his kick rapidly in order to strike many times from different angles. This now concludes our tape on fundamental, and I look forward to train with you on my next other Savate tapes.